To start with 1 week ready to solo. 1 week ready to solo is a concept that Redbird developed, watching what was happening in many ways at our flight training facility in San Marcos, Texas. Because when you go there and you see the students that come there go through a program that involves a simulator and a Red Hawk aircraft, which matches the simulator in terms of avionics, we begin to realize that students really can do far better, faster, than a lot of people might think when it comes to learning to fly. And so what better way than to come to Sun and Fun with 3 extraordinary students who had a passion to learn to fly but had not yet actually begun the process. And take them over a course of 1 week through a training program that gives them ground school, time in our simulator here, and then an opportunity to fly one of the 2 Red Hawk aircraft, the ones remanufactured 172s that we have at an airport nearby. During the course of the week, you can come to the tent. This is partitioned off during the day. The students are here in the morning working, and throughout the day on the simulator doing their ground school work. They're a wonderful group of people, and let me start by saying that this project was something that we wanted to partner with others on, and from the very beginning, AOPA stepped up and wanted to be a very big part of this, and Tom Haynes is here. Tom was one of the people that we worked with so closely to develop the concept, to develop the coverage, and to develop the story that you'll be hearing from AOPA and from us over the months ahead. Mark Baker is not here with us right now, but Mark's been a part of it as well. He comes in tomorrow. We have sponsors from Jeppesen. Mark Van Tine I have not seen. Reggie Arsenault may be here. He was part of this. Sporties, I know I saw John Zimmerman come in. John, thank you and the Sporties team for all your support for this effort. And from Garmin, we have Jim, Jim Alpazar here tonight? I haven't seen him yet. Carl Wolf from Garmin, and Lightspeed's Alan Schrader, all sponsors of this effort. And we literally could not do it without them. They've all played a very important role in supporting these student pilots. Now, the real treat in this regard are the 3 student pilots. Can I just ask all 3 of you to come up? Nick Osterman, Sherry Rosenkranz, and Chris Graves. Just come on up into the center here so people can get a chance to see you. Thank you all for what you're doing. We have had a great deal of fun already with them, and it's just getting going. They actually, I think, maybe become the stars of a reality TV show because they're staying in a house together. They're learning together. Couldn't be more enthusiastic and more appreciative, really, of the 3 of you stepping up to do this. And I know there's no pressure whatsoever on that flight Saturday. So give another round of applause. Thank you very much, all 3 of you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. We do have, as part of this program also, some great flight instructors. Doris Gatewood, Aviation Adventures, is with us. Jeff Wolf, Paragon Flight Training. Dan Farrell, Cirrus Aviation. Craig Ty from Jeppesen. Raise your hands and let us recognize you. Thank you for the great work you're doing. And then listen to this. For those of us who fly, what would you give to take a flight and get a little instruction from Mike Goulian? Mike is here. Mike, where are you? Saw him a little bit earlier. Maybe he ran off. But Mike Goulian is one of our instructors. Sean Tucker, Patty Wagstaff, Dave Hirschman. I know Dave is here, and Pia Bergquist from Flying. Thank you. You are wonderful celebrity instructors, and one of them even taught me to fly a tailwheel aircraft. You can guess which one. But we're really very pleased to have them be part of this. You know, I think I mentioned Sporties. We also at this show are announcing our partnership with Sporties. Sporties is offering the Redbird flight simulators, and we couldn't be more thrilled to have that happening. You know, Redbird was founded to make simulators and flight training more accessible to more people, and for Sporties to be part of this is a great pleasure for us. They of course join with the King schools that continue to offer the simulators, and aircraft spruce. And I don't know whether Desiree is here or not. Desiree, I want to recognize you and your team, who's done a superb job stepping in about a year ago to become one of our distributors. Okay. We three other things that we're announcing this week. One is an exciting partnership with Mooney. Jerry Chen and Tom Bowen are going to be here. Will be representing Redbird and exclusively offering Redbird products in China. If you haven't seen it, I invite you to look at the screen up here to my right, facing outward before you leave. It shows where Redbird actually has simulators around the world. It's not a national health spread of virus map, although it looks like it in some parts of the world, particularly the United States. But we're very proud of the relationships we have with flight schools throughout the United States and increasingly around the world. And that's what that map depicts. But China is, of course, a very important place for us, and the relationship with Mooney is going to play a very important part in our future in that regard. Another partnership is with Sun Flyer. The Sun Flyer you may have seen at past shows. It is the trainer aircraft that's being developed in Denver at Centennial Airport, flying using an electric motor. The Sun Flyer is a very exciting project. George Bai is the CEO of the company. George is going to be with us during the week here. Redbird is actually developing the simulator training program for the Sun Flyer. And in fact, during the week, we'll have a simulator here that you can fly, and if you ever wanted to see what it's like to fly an electric aircraft, we have a Redbird setup with all of the Sun Flyer specifications, and you can take it out and give it a spin and see how that goes. Lastly, in the announcements that we're going to make this week and some projects we're going to work on, is what we call Imagine Flight. Imagine Flight is something that we talked about as an organization for flight schools around the country. We talked about it at Migration last year. As you probably know, when we have our migration meetings, we bring together 200 or 300 individuals involved in flight training from around the country. There was a great deal of enthusiasm about an organization that would essentially spread the word, the best practices, if you will, about flight training, and talk about how to improve the experience for students and how to assist in the flight training programs in schools around the country. We took that input that we got from Migration and formed an organization that Redbird supports called Imagine Flight. Then we had to find somebody to actually put in charge of this program, because the only way to get something like this launched is to get some really talented person to run it. Well, it just so happened that somebody that I had worked with in the past wanted to locate in Texas, and I could not be more pleased to see Brittany Machalka join us. Brittany's right over here. Raise your hand, Brittany. Thank you very much. Brittany already has worked with a network of flight schools and flying clubs, and so we're so pleased to have her in a red shirt here with Redbird this week. And you'll hear a little bit more about the program during the course of the week. We're going to have our first meeting, kind of a planning meeting during the show. But this is really something we hope all flight schools will take a look at, get involved in with us, because it's really designed for you and to help you look at some of the best practices that we have out there. I am sure there are people in the audience that I have not recognized. I see Tim Clifford from the Recreational Aviation Foundation, and I have to mention him because he saved me a great space for my Earth Roamer over at the Fire Hub. And the Fire Hub, by the way, 6:30 every morning, donuts and fire into the night. It's over in the campground. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great group of people from the Recreational Aviation Foundation that are there. See Matt Zaccaro from the Helicopter Association. Matt, we've actually taken your advice, and we've tweaked this simulator so that it hovers just perfectly. So we want to give you another shot in our Redbird helicopter simulator. We really do appreciate the interest in what Redbird does. It's a great team. I hope you'll spend time over the course of the week talking to the people that are out here with us. A good part of San Marcos and Austin staff are here to work with and interact with the flight schools and the customers and the other people that come through the program. And follow these three students on their journey. I think all of us that at one point in our lives took the time to learn to fly did not try to solo in a week, but I'm pretty confident that the path they're on and the pace they're going, they'll be ready at the end of the week. But most importantly, they'll show all of us that learning to fly is something that really is very approachable for more and more people. We hope that's the message people will take away. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the food and the beverages, and have a great show this week. Thank you.